So let's stay professional. So here, guys, here is the step-by-step English version, how to deposit money for Canadian here in Canada. It is very important because Wayne just programmed the everything in order to be compliant in Canada.
Yeah.
So to be compliant in Canada, you have to deposit money when it's under $3,000 Canadian, approximately 2,000 euros, okay? Let's say under $3,000 Canadian, there's a way to send cash to your cash account. And when it's over $3,000 Canadians, there's another trigger, there's another way to send money, okay? It's very easy. And you have to do, of course, your KYC eventually if you want to be able to transfer money to a friend. Let's say that you need 50 euros or 10 euros, whatever. Between Canadians, we have to have our KYC. Just you guys in Europe, Andrea,
yeah, it's the same. It's the same, yes.
It's the same requirement. Okay, so what I say to the people, it takes 5 minutes to do the steps, okay? And after that, you have to do a second step, go into your cash account, buy, of course, the plastic neutrality gift code and activate it. Most of the people, when we started this way of paying and transferring money, most of the people were waiting. So the money was in their cash account, but they didn't go into their cash account to activate the gift code. So step one, you have to deposit money in your wallet, what we call amplivo online cash account. It is also possible to deposit it in euros or in USDT. I'm going to show you this morning how to do it with Canadian dollars coming from your bank account. We say to the people, to the French people here, you must let the browser in English. We noticed that when people change the browser in French or whatever, there's a bug. So yeah. I'm asking the people, stay in English, get some help from people, okay? As a precaution, I recommend always depositing a small amount of extra money because the exchange rate can vary a little bit. So as a precaution, I ask the people, transfer $5 more, whatever, okay? The calculation is pretty simple. You have to know that when we sell a PNP, a plastic neutral package here, you have to pay 15% of taxes. After that, you have to multiply it by the exchange rate. So if I want to buy, as an example, 100 euro, a package of 100 euro, you have to multiply it by 1.71. You want to buy a package of 500 euro, multiply it by 1.71. It includes the taxes and the exchange rate. This is very important. Sometimes, Andrea, people are short of $3, $4, $5. They do not have their KYC. They want to have the promotion and they put stress on us. And I cannot send them money because what? They didn't do their KYC rapidly. So I'm urging the people, when you register to Amplivo, do your KYC immediately, as soon as possible. So the example, 100 euros, 500 euros, whatever the amount, multiply it by 1.71. So after that, you have to go on canada.amplivo.com. Okay, I will write it down here, www.canada.amplivo.com. Okay. You log in with your credentials, like my username with my password, not the transaction password, but the password. On the right-hand top corner, you're going to see member. There's a menu, member. People will click on request deposit. When you want to have your commissions in Canada, you're going to click on request withdrawal. So you're going to be paid in your bank account. That's pretty easy. Many steps, but easy steps. Okay, so you go on member, request deposit. Of course, for security reasons, the system may ask you to verify your identity, blah, blah, blah. So here we go. You click on request deposit. You want to deposit in euro, Canadian, or USDT. All right. After that, you choose, of course, Canadian dollars. Almost everybody goes with Canadian dollars. Always above 200, okay? We ask the people to not send 50 or 20 bucks or small amounts of money, okay? So you're gonna write down 200 Canadian. Let's say I wanna buy a package of 100 euros, it's 171, I'm gonna send $200 Canadian. You have to click on, yes, I am the account holder. Because if you're not the account holder, you cannot make the transaction. It's a matter of compliance with Wayne. Wayne is very strict on that, okay? You cannot send money for your girlfriend or your wife or whatever. Send her the money to her bank account and she will do the transaction. This is very important. So the next step is what? Because we want to avoid money laundering, blah, 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 you have to click, this is my account.
Here,
okay.
Yes.
Here I transfer 200 Canadian just to show you because I did it for you. I did one transaction for you. You have to separate dollars from cents with a period, not a comma.
Okay.
In some regions, you ask you go for a comma. Here it's a dot. Okay, 200.00. All right. Next step. Step 2. So you're gonna please send $100 to amplivo. There's here an address. For payments under $3,000, people will send the amount to payments@amplivo.com. What I mean is, for payments under $3,000 here in Canada, you can take your phone, you can go on your computer, you can go online, and you can transfer. For amount less than 3,000 bucks, you can do it by Interac. Interac is a way to transfer money between Canadian banks. I cannot send through Interac money to Andrea or to Ricardo or whatever. It has to be between banks in Canada. So under $3,000, I'm gonna send $200 to the address that you see, payments with a S at amplivo.com. In less than 10 minutes, the money will be deposited into the bank account of Amplivo Canada. It takes maximum 10 minutes. It's done. Okay? So people will go. When I say people, you know who I'm talking about, people with support. They will receive a notice saying, Andrea Cherio, just deposit $200. They will check if it matched your account, and if it matched the amount, etc., they will deposit the money in your online cash account. This is very easy for less than $3,000. And let's be honest, guys, most of the people, it's around 500, 100, 1,000, 2,000. And I'm asking people that wants to deposit $5,000, do it in 2 times. One time, $3,000. The day after, $2,000. That's it. Because there's a maximum per day per person. Okay. So it's between 5 and 10,000. Okay. Depending, I have the right to send 10,000, me, but most of the people, it's 3,000 per day. Because I have businesses, etc., I'm allowed to send more. So for payments less than $3,000, you open a new tab, you make your transaction, take a screenshot because you're gonna need it to prove that you sent the money. And the address is payments@amplivo.com. Once in a while, people are opening a ticket. They say, hey, I send the money, but they send it to payments without a S. Nobody will receive it because the address doesn't exist, but the bank doesn't know that. You tell the bank where to send the money. So it's your responsibility to make sure that payments with an S at amplivo.com. So you send your money, screenshot. If it's over $3,000, I'm going to show you, I made a $10 deposit. So It's almost the same way, but you cannot do it online. You have to go to the bank, give the information like a slip, say, I want to send money to this bank. You cannot do it with the Interac. Interac is for payments under 3,000. Above 3,000, you have to go either online or physically at your bank and ask for the transfer.
Okay.
And the bank name is there, Bank of Montreal. You're going to have the address, you're going to have the routing number, the transit number, everything is there to be able to make the transfer above $3,000. After that, the steps are the same. You must provide a proof of transfer, either under 3,000 or above 3,000. So people will take a screenshot. The next step, you're going to go choose the file, put the photo or whatever the document you're going to have. Next step, easy. You take your screenshot, you enter it. The next step, you put your transaction password. Lots of people forgot their transaction password. So either they go back and reset their transaction password, or if they recall their transaction password, they put it and that's it, that's all. It's so easy. So people will receive in less than a minute an email saying the process is gone. Let's wait 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Usually it takes less than 48 hours.
Great.
Okay, but the company say it may take up to 3, 4, 5 days, but usually it's less than 48 hours, unless you do it during the weekend. During the weekend, the support is slower, a little bit slower, and it's okay. So I always ask the people, Andrea and Ricardo, I always ask the people, please do your payment before Thursday night, Montreal time.
Good.
Of course, the support will work hard every Friday to do their maximum to do the transfer, but please, why be so stressed?
Yeah.
Make it before Thursday night. Yes, it can work if you do your thing Friday morning, but you're playing with fire. So that's what I'm saying to my people, okay? And if someone say, hey, I send the money at 1 o'clock Friday, I'm telling you, I will not bother the support. I will not bother the Wayne or whatever if it's for small amounts. But if somebody wants to transfer a big amount, I will fight for it, okay? Like you do, Andrea, I'm sure, on a weekly basis. When there are big promotions, we try to do our max. That's why Wayne and the support group work very hard until the last hour to make everything works. So this is it, guys, okay? So this is the email that I received as a Canadian. I received a few minutes later an email confirming that the deposit will be made shortly. It doesn't say in the next hour, okay? And I tell the people, check your spam. Maybe it's going to be in your spam. Sometimes people are saying, I didn't receive an email. It's impossible. If you put the right information, the right email, you're going to receive it. It's your fault. It's 18 inches behind the keyboard. The problem is also always there. 18 inches in the back. So this is your problem, okay? You will then be able to purchase and activate your package in less than 2 minutes. So you receive an email saying, we're going to deposit the money when we're going to check everything. And after that, the next step is to purchase and activate the plan or the PNP. So after you sending by Interac, generally between 24 hours and 36 hours, you're going to go back to your CanadaAmplivo.com and you're going to go shop products and you're going to buy it. I think in Europe, it's different. You go on your Amplivo website, usual Amplivo website. But in Canada, you have to go back to canada.amplivo.com to buy.
Yeah.
Even if you have the money in your cash account online, you have to go back to canada.amplivo.com and you're going to go shop. So you're going to go on this, you're going to buy the package. You're going to put the transaction password, you're going to activate it, and it's done. So this is pretty easy here. So I'm going to send you this document, okay?
Yeah.
You will have the document, either the paper or electronic document, and this video will show the people. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go through the steps online, but I will not go to the final step, just to show you how easy it is, okay? So this is the document. We have it in French and in English. I'm going to send you in French and in English. Maybe you're going to have people who speaks French. So I'm going to show you rapidly how it works. So let's go. Let's say I say I'm going to canada.amplivo.com. I'm a new member.
Yeah.
Registered a few minutes ago. I'm going to go login. I'm going to put my email address or my nickname. So this is Rocky B. My password. Login. You know, you don't need your KYC to do that.
Yes.
But if you have problems, you don't have enough money, you're done. You have to do another deposit. So just like I said, you go to member. Either you want to request a deposit or a withdrawal. So we're going to go for a deposit. It's pretty easy. Of course, it's easier with a credit card or stuff like that, like we used to have in other MLM companies, but
Yeah.
we find a way to do it. So select your type of deposit. I'm going to say Canadian dollars. It tells me deposit may take up to 3 working days, rarely, okay? Deposit may be delayed due to banking holidays, work days, whatever. You will be required to upload a proof of payment. So be prepared. So what I'm telling the people is make your payments before, have your screenshot ready, and do the procedures. Okay, this is the best way to do it. Okay, also put queries at amplivo.com, not at Rock Berard. People are phoning me or calling me or, hey, I have a problem. Hey, do I look like a support guy? I'm not, okay? Take your time, follow the steps. So I say, I understand. So step 1, how many dollars you want to send? Let's say $1,000. Yes, I'm the account holder. Yes. Next step, pretty easy. Please send $1,000 to payments at Amplivo. You see, I'm going to go previous. I'm going to put, let's say, $10,000 instead. Next. You see the difference?
Great.
It says, do not sell it. Do not send it to payments. You cannot. So under 3,000, you send it via Interact.
Yes.
Above 3,000, go to your bank or online and shoot the money there. Send the money there.
Make a classical bank transfer.
Exactly. Pretty easy. And it takes a day or two. That's it. It's
Yeah.
a little bit slower than under 3,000. That's why I'm saying to the people, if you want to send 4, 5, 6,000, do it in 2 steps. Today and the day after, you're going to receive it by the end of the next day. So I'm going to go next. Please upload the proof. So I'm going to upload whatever. I'm going to upload anything. Okay. Let's say that. Okay. Next. And I'm going to stop there because I don't want to send them bullshit. Okay. So the next step is to put your transaction password. That's it. That's all. So people cannot say that it's complicated.
No. But this is Rocky, is perfectly the same we do for the Italian. Is the same. Okay. Normally we had that before. We have for Holland. Now we have for Thailand. But the process logically is the same. So very clear.
So I'm going to stop